Rundown, Wednesday, September 25th, brought to you by our great friends at Pink Whitney. This fall, Jack, Vibs, Pink Whitney, the go-to shot for a new generation of drinkers, is launching its first ever party bucket, complete with 20.
Life's better than bucket.
20 50 milliliter Pink Whitney bottles and fun, convenient bucket packaging. The Pink Whitney 20-pack shot bucket combines the excitement of shots with the convenience of a multi-pack format, making it the perfect accessory for tailgates on game days.
We love Pink Whitney. It's one of the greatest out there. It's one of the greatest to ever do it. It's been around with Barstool for so long, obviously, with Ryan Whitney.
That's the guy.
Pink Whitney, New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam has been a supporter of Barstool forever. So shout out New Amsterdam and Pink Whitney. Get your fall tailgates going with Pink Whitney this fall,
So Jack,
this winter, this spring and summer. Shout out Pink Whitney.
Thank you. You broke the news of this brother named Matthew Sluka. He's a quarterback.
Brother?
Yeah, he's our brother. At UNLV, he basically said that he's not going to play the rest of the season because he was not getting his NIL money. He said he was promised $100K and he's gotten about $12K of it.
Yep.
So you're the college football guy. You're the TikTok.
Well, let's not forget, I broke his side of the story before anybody.
Okay. Well, tell us.
Yeah, no, well, Sluka, originally it came out that Sluka he released a tweet last night, essentially note-sapping, saying, hey, I'm leaving, keeping my eligibility, was not given what I was guaranteed. Then this morning, Barry Odom goes out and gives all of his stories to his buddies in the media. Barry Odom's the coach of UNLV, and said, hey, Sluka came to me and asked for $300K, and he wants more on the market. He hired a new agent, yada, yada, yada. Then I broke the story that Sluka's side, don't laugh, Scoop City is very real. It's been around for a very long time. It broke the news of Andre Jackson committing to UConn and whatnot. All that being said, Sluka's side was that, hey, I haven't been paid at all, close to nothing, haven't even had my living expenses paid for. Matthew Sluka's father contacts ESPN, they break that. Then his NIL representation, Marcus Cromartie of Equity Sports, told ESPN that Sluka was verbally, go back up. Verbally promised a minimum of $100,000 from a UNLV assistant coach for transferring there. This goes back to the entire issue of NIL, that people guarantee different things. Collective guarantees one thing, coach guarantees another, offensive coordinator guarantees one thing. You don't get it, then your coach tells you the kick rocks.
Is there not like a written contract?
It's kind of it's like up in the air still. Like it seems like there isn't one here, but it's
they just shake hands and go, yep.
But that's a lot of NIL stuff. There's a lot of
That's
this
crazy.
Is where it gets a little bit confusing, and there would have to be a true NIL expert to come on. Before you ask that question, Nate, UNLV's NIL collective then went to Ross Dellinger, who works at Yahoo now. I think he was at Sports Illustrated, now he's at Yahoo, essentially saying, hey, we never shook hands to that agreement. We also hadn't really heard from this guy, Marcus Cromartie of Equity Sports, until late August. So we don't know what Matthew Sluka is talking about. We're excited about UNLV for the rest of the season with the players that are still there.
So I read that the NIL rules are a little dicey, where you're not allowed to sign an NIL deal until after you've committed to the school
and enrolled.
So they can basically offer you the world, and then when you enroll, you're committed to the school. They can be like, we didn't nothing signed. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Now the only thing there is, that's scummy business, and it would mess you up for the rest of other NIL deals and whatnot. People wouldn't trust you. But that being said, this is the ultimate he said, she said, and it's still developing. By the time this gets published, it could be a completely different story. It's changed like 55 times. Sluka's he was a transfer quarterback from Holy Cross. He's from Long Island. Went to the same high school as Rhea and Glennie.
Oh.
He was a Long Island high school football legend. He's been playing pretty well. UNLV's 3-0. They have a chance to make the college football playoff.
That's what I was going to say. They have a chance to make the playoff.
Yep.
It sounds like the coach and him now don't trust each other if they're like...
Yeah, no, yeah. And he wanted to make sure that he kept a year of eligibility because he didn't take his redshirt year at Holy Cross, and you can play up to 4 games as a redshirt.
Okay. But I was going to say, if he came back to UNLV and just this is all out there, and he's like, I'm going to play anyways. Would he be a hero and then like get more money in the future?
Well, I don't
Let him
know.
do a playoff appearance.
Well, he wouldn't. He's gonna have no.
We have
this
two
is
experts
his
right
last.
there,
He's
Billy and
already
Matt.
said that he's not playing the rest of the year. He posted like a whole graphic and message on Twitter.
Well, he also, if you play the rest of the year, he is out of eligibility.
He's
Right.
can't redshirt then. Yeah.
Billy?
he basically
out.
posted a
Past 4
transfer
games, right?
letter.
Yeah.
All right.
He's already transferring, and the season's not even over.
The injury risk is too high anyway.
For
to Not get paid.
So he was
Yeah.
getting $3,000 a month when he claimed he was promised $100K at least.
Yeah.
Not great.
And
Well-
living expenses weren't paid for.
Yeah.
It's huge, especially when you're in college. So yeah, this is SVP quote tweeted Trill Tyler. He used to work here, and Tyler is just like, NIL is basically a drug deal gone bad. Who are you gonna tell? Like, there's no exact rules.
Yeah.
There's no like committee that can take one side or the other. It's just all up in the air. I side with the player here. If he was told, I don't think he would lie about being told one thing and getting another. But it's also like, why would the university, especially if they're undefeated and they have a quarterback playing
Well,
well,
the university is not involved.
or why would the NIL collective, I guess is what I meant. Why would they not?
Yeah, I mean,
give him what he-
there's always issues with these NIL collectives. Potentially, someone that was going to donate $1 million
Say
didn't,
liquidity issues, yeah.
And then also they have to pay basketball players. They have to play and maybe they were just like, maybe Barry Odom just thought that Sluka wasn't good enough. He has been starting pretty well. He's been playing pretty well. His passing hasn't been as great as expected, but they're 3-0.
Yeah. Billy.
There's two things. One, it's Vegas, so the money could have disappeared.
Okay, Billy.
Two, if they get another quarterback who plays well and they continue to have success, that might actually tank his transfer stock.
Yes.
Should not-
Unless he already has a deal on the table.
Well, his transfer stock isn't really high right now because he's 24, 25. He's only going to come in for like a year. Maybe he's 22, 23. He's pretty good, but it's like he was on the market for this year, and the best that he got was kind of a shady deal with UNLV. And there was a lot of teams even now that wish they had a quarterback. So this may have been a situation where he bet on himself, but he still had to go to UNLV and win this job. This wasn't like UNLV was like, you're our quarterback.
Yeah.
He had to beat out this guy, Michael Hodge Williams, who was a transfer from Campbell University, which is another FCS. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm cheering for Matthew Sluka, but it's still, I heard Rick Pitino's involved.
All right, more to come.
How's he involved? Was he?
That's all I've been told. That
Yeah,
don't
it's
be
a Long
surprised if
Island
Rick
connection.
Pitino is
Oh,
involved.
that's true. Yeah.
That's all I've been told by people that told me things that have become true.
Will this be the TikTok that puts you over 1 million on TikTok?
No, I don't think there's people who care that much about this one.
Topic 2, also presented by Pink Whitney. So at the White Sox they have 5 games left. They are currently tied for most losses in Major League Baseball history. Last night they did win the game, and at the game a man proposed on the jumbotron, whatever you want to call it, the big screen. You know, just at 120 loss White Sox game. He might be doing a bit. He might have thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Maybe like him and his fiance are huge White Sox fans, and they thought it'd be funny to get engaged. Or maybe he's just the worst reader of the room possible. Either way,
I think it's like if it's raining on your wedding day, you have like good luck for your wedding. If you do this,
Yeah.
the shittiest team of all time, like it can only go up. Like you're
But is-
guaranteed good luck in your wedding.
But do we have eyes on the couple?
we don't.
Because if the White Sox were told, hey, we're having a proposal, like you would think they would record that. Like they usually record these things.
You're
Yeah.
woke on that. You think they're trying to go viral.
No, not the White Sox. I think some guy's trying to go viral. Like he thinks it's funny, like a White Sox David Jace guy. Like it's just like, hey, I'm not saying it's White Sox Dave because obviously I don't think he was at the game last night. But that's what I'm saying, where it's like, do we have look, it's just one of those graphics that an 8-year-old gets wished his happy birthday
Right,
on.
right.
It's not
There's no
one
evidence.
There's usually when there's proposals like
they
the
zoom in,
stadium
yeah,
hears
sure.
about it and it's like, oh, do it but in between the 3rd and 4th.
Yeah. I think 99% of times proposing in public or at a sporting event or whatever is lame and
Yeah.
corny, and you're.
I get it if you met at a White Sox game.
But I think in this case, when you're at the 120 loss White Sox game, it's pretty funny. Like that
Is it still
Yeah.
good luck if they didn't end up losing this
Right
game?
now, I think it's bad luck because they
won the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
So
had to lose for it to be good.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's a decent amount of people in the
So it was like sold out last night.
MLB history.
Yeah.
Making.
My-
Wait,
Are bad.
It was sold out.
It was sold out because people went to go see them lose their 121st game. Yeah.
Hey,
But they won.
But they won. The
The
Barstool
players must have been just
the
laughing.
Barstool Chicago tweet, it was like, think again if you thought you're gonna, what was it, like be the 121st loss in 157 games.
Oh, think again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
The record's 122 for a season.
Yeah.
120. They have 120 losses right now.
Okay.
They're going for the 121st.
Oh, what? They kind of hit like a walk-off, kind
Walk-off,
of?
yeah.
They hit a walk-off?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Which is also crazy. The Padres clinched the playoffs with a
Triple play.
with a triple
Right,
play
yeah.
with Ohtani on deck.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool too. Pretty cool night of baseball last night.
I say don't sell the team for the White Sox. I know everyone's
They're
bitching
on the
about
up and up.
This guy knows what he's doing. If he's selling out stadiums,
Yeah, maybe
he's so bad that you're good.
be so bad and then get good for a whole, like, that's like kind of like a,
Marlins.
it's a movie. Oh no, it's a Nathan, for you. Be so bad that people start to come, and then once you're so bad and you're on the precipice of breaking the record, you get good. So people have to come again and again and again and
And
again
they might
to
just
see
win the next 5
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, hey, it's better than being a 100-loss team.
Yeah. No, being the worst team is so much better than being like a 95 to 100 loss team. Being comically bad is always going to be better than just being like pretty bad.
Meek Phil said last night he'd rather lose 120 games in the regular season than have the Mets blow it to the Braves again, which may be happening, but the Braves weather machine is currently being revved up, and so Chris Sale can face the Mets for 18 innings.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw KFC's going crazy that they didn't plan for the weather. I saw Meek. And
No, MLB is a joke. The MLB.
you can't predict that stuff.
No, they want the Yankees. They're in the fucking back pocket of the Yankees. They want the Yankees to get all the attention.
Fair enough.
Isn't there a chance that like if the Diamondbacks
Yeah, both of
lose
them.
out, they just don't have to play these games like the?
There is a
Braves?
chance of all that. I mean, there's 3 games after these games, but then also because of this hurricane that's coming, it's going to be tough for of course, the Braves are home this week, and the Mets have to travel. They're going to have to take a bus.
Yeah. And then the Mets have the Brewers.
And one of the players has a back injury. They'll probably have the worst bus spot, Greyhound.
Yeah, no, there's no reclining, no like relaxing in those buses.
No, he's going to be injured.
And then you try to like lay down in the seats and you get a seatbelt in your side. Yeah.
Do I have to do that?
Yeah, just do this first.
Okay. Topic number 3. You are from Indiana, and Jack, you are a proponent of women's sports.
What's happening?
Caitlin Clark's playoff debut had more viewers than the other 3 first-round games combined, and it was the most viewers on one WNBA game since the 2000 finals. That's 24 years ago. Caitlin Clark obviously is the needle mover. Game 2 tonight, must win. It's a best of 3. Must win for Caitlin and the gals.
Must win and then bring it home to Indiana.
Do you know what the spread is? Are they?
I don't. The last one was.
Game 3 would be in Indiana.
Yeah, which is crazy. They play the.
That's actually a wild concept.
Yeah,
the team with a higher seed
Doesn't get the close.
doesn't get to close that game at home.
But then it's just like you got to close it out in 2, like you know.
But that's crazy. It's a game 7 essentially.
Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
That's girl math.
I have a feeling it's all about money, and I think that'll change soon, just because they're making more money than they ever have.
I have a question. What happened in the 2000 finals?
I bet it was just on ABC and it just happened to be watched a lot.
Bro, that was
I bet it was
that
New
was
York
the
and
glorious.
LA.
Is that Leslie?
I was like, that
Sparks,
was like Lisa Leslie, Cheryl
Lisa Leslie
Swoops,
for the
like,
Sparks.
That was,
And also it's like-
Rebecca Lobo. That was
Back then-
glorious. You don't
back
know any
then-
of those names, huh, Billy?
I was 1 year old.
Dude, WNBA when it came on the scene had all these just absolute ballers and they ran commercials nonstop on ESPN and ABC. They're like really.
And
good
also, like back then, people just watched TV more.
yeah, we just watched television. Yeah, I mean,
Like actual TV.
the Mystics were just selling out every game at what's now Capital One, but
What's the Western? So it was New York. That's probably why.
that was the Rebecca
Houston.
Lobo. Yeah,
Wow, Western Finals.
yeah.
Who won it?
That was Cheryl Miller on Houston, I believe.
I was gonna say it had to have been Houston. Houston won like.
I did a
four
TikTok about
And then they just,
RFK and the whole Olivia Newsy situation, and then I brought up RFK's wife,
Cheryl.
called her Cheryl Miller.
Nah, not it. How are they doing? Are they still together?
Well, in RFK's defense, he was trying to just live his life, and this woman was just sexting him nonstop. That's his.
Oh,
that's
it's one-sided?
Oh, you didn't know about this? Look it up. She was
sending-
sexting him nonstop, and he was just trying to be like, the meme of the priest. He's like, it was. Look it up. That's a fact. And I'm not saying this because I support RFK. I'm like 50-50 on him.
Did you see the texts? Are those leaked?
No.
Okay, that's all.
Billy's just horny.
No,
That'd be
I'm just
crazy
saying,
if
I gotta see. I gotta read.
I gotta take
these.
some notes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying like it was all one-sided.
Poor, her poor
Fiance.
fiance, who was also, but listen to this. He was also at the New Yorker before, and got fired for sexual misconduct.
Oh, he did?
Her fiance.
We're just a country.
They
of
broke
horny
up, though.
people.
Everyone's horny.
We're a
The world's
country
horny.
of
Everyone's horny.
It's all we are.
Is that how they got the Bear story, the New Yorker? Because the New
No,
Yorker.
the Bear story came out
Someone take
by RFK's own doing. They
I know,
recorded him.
but they said that either it was the New York Magazine or the New Yorker was going to air it. So I was like, is that how
maybe.
they got it from the sex?
Bear story is hilarious, though.
This rundown is still brought to you by our great friends at Pink Whitney and the Party Bucket. It's the same ad. That's crazy. I'm going to read it again. This fall, Pink Whitney, the go-to shop for a new generation of drinkers, is launching its first ever Party Bucket, complete with 20 50 milliliter Pink Whitney bottles in fun, convenient bucket packaging. The Pink Whitney 20-pack shot bucket combines the excitement of shots with the convenience of a multi-pack format, making it the perfect accessory for fall tailgates and game days. Take your shot with Pink Whitney. Go grab a bucket today.
What's better than one bottle of Pink Whitney? 20 tiny little bottles.
Tiny bottles of Pink Whitney. You go.
Wait, no, do it responsibly.
Responsibly.
Do it responsibly.
Yeah, but you do the
Yeah, a little nip.
little throat goat.
responsibly.
Ellen, you remember Ellen?
Yep.
She's been in Hollywood forever. She got, I don't want to say canceled, but she got kind of kicked out of Hollywood a bit for being mean to her staff. A lot of bad stories came out about her. She has a new stand-up on Netflix. I think it dropped today.
Last night.
I'll say this. It's very hard to get to where Ellen was in entertainment without stepping on some people's faces along the way. Every single mega successful person has horror stories about. Jimmy Fallon has terrible stories about how he treats his staff. Howard Stern, not known for being the greatest to his, like every mega famous person has these stories.
Jimmy Kimmel, racist.
Yes. Epstein. So yeah, so she has a new special where she kind of goes through.
I think Jimmy was more Diddy than Epstein.
We'll see.
Ellen?
Allegedly. Put the mic down, Billy. So yeah, she has a new special right now. She kind of goes through her whole thing, her whole spiel. There's some wild clips that you can see on Twitter. Jack, you mentioned it before we started.
Yeah.
She goes, "I'm a proud, powerful woman," and she gets like a 5-minute standing ovation from the crowd. Obviously, it's a very Ellen crowd.
What was the movie where they gave them like a 10-minute standing ovation and it was like the worst
That happens
movie
at
of all time?
con every year, like at the film festival.
Yeah, it was at one of the film
Yeah.
festivals and they gave her like a 10-minute, some actress a 10-minute ovation for a movie that ended up just being like dog shit.
Yeah, that happens.
Does anyone?
Because they don't want to be on the wrong side. They're like, what if this is actually considered like a masterpiece? So they always like give these huge standing
Yeah,
ovations.
I mean that's a 10-minute ovation is just insane. Like,
Yeah. They're all hoity-toity Hollywood elites,
sure.
so they suck each other.
Gosh almighty, who the hell are we?
So I don't know. Do you have anything on Ellen, Vibbs, or Jack? Not you, Billy.
It has nothing to do with people.
I didn't know this was a 4-man rundown.
Billy is chomping at the bit. Do you have anything on Ellen, Jack?
No, I want Billy to go.
yeah, I want to know what Billy.
All right, Billy, what do you got?
I thought like what everyone thinks about Ellen, like terrible person, like why is she on TV? But working in entertainment slightly and realizing that being nice and presentable and like entertaining like the whole time, like when you're off camera, you're just like you don't want to be nice or entertaining for anybody.
Yeah, and like,
So that contributes to a lot of it.
bro, she had like interns being like, Ellen wouldn't look at me. It's like, shut up, intern, and get her a coffee. Like, I don't really like have sympathy for all these very low. It's also
they think they have like a seat at the table. And it's like,
Yeah.
you're just, yeah.
It's like, when did we become such soft libs that everybody is equal? You're not equal to Ellen. Like, Ellen, you're not. Are you clapping for me?
No, I'm clapping
cheeks?
for Ellen
Oh,
DeGeneres.
Ellen.
I'm clapping. I'm doing the 57-second.
Yes. I understand that you should be kind to people, and her whole thing was she would sign off every episode, like, be nice to each other. It doesn't mean that behind the scenes she was, like, just throwing her flowers at the interns. Like, interns, go do your intern job, and if you fuck up, you deserve to be yelled at. That's how you cut your teeth in the industry.
Well, don't act holier than thou, though. Like,
But it's
Dave
also, like-
does that, but Dave's not a holier than
She
thou.
also, like, you can play, she's an actress. You can play sweet Ellen on TV and still be bitch Ellen behind the scenes.
Well, so she's fake.
Yeah, isn't everybody in Hollywood?
Well, yeah, that's. I agree. They should all burn.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway.
Yeah. Like, I don't care about them. Poor Ellen. She left with hundreds of millions of dollars. Boo hoo.
Yeah.
Like, people said she was mean.
Vibs, you got anything?
Are you gonna watch the special?
I am gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course you are, you lib.
Yeah, watching the trailer, I feel like I've watched enough. She used to be, I don't know, she used to be really talented. She used to be good at stand-up, but I feel like she's been in it for so long that her stand-up's just kind of fallen off.
Yeah.
I like Jerry Seinfeld's amazing. Seinfeld's a great show, but like nowadays I don't really want to see Jerry Seinfeld do stand-up. It's just like
That's fair.
eh.
But also, with Ellen, I mean, it kind of goes to show that, like, cancelling's, like, kind of not real, because, like, as long as you have, like, people that still fuck with you, which Ellen obviously does.
Clearly.
Yeah, that whole theater was
Yeah,
sold out.
sold out.
There was
People
that
still fuck
2
with her.
minute
Yeah.
ovation.
So it's like, it doesn't really even matter. It's like you still have your tribe,
For
quote
sure,
unquote, and
yeah.
like she just got another Netflix. It's not like they force those. I mean, maybe they bust those people in. You never know.
Oh, I bet she bust in her mega fans for sure.
She bust them in. Yeah.
Oh, I think 100% she got her biggest fans in that theater to give her a 2-minute standing ovation, without a doubt. Doesn't mean that they're not her fans, though.
The libs love.
I never said that.
Busting them in.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah. Billy didn't even laugh. He didn't hear me say it. I said she busted in her biggest fans, and you were just not even paying attention.
No, I was.
She's thinking of the
It was
next.
after the fourth mic comment, so I was being quiet.
Thank you, Billy. It's very respectful. Did we have one more topic? All right. Tropical Storm Helene may upend critical Mets-Braves series, and MLB has no set contingency plan.
That is true.
Yeah, I guess the only thing they could do is make both teams play a neutral site inside of a dome stadium.
But the
No.
the playoffs start like
Tuesday.
Monday, and then the playoffs are on Tuesday. Yeah.
Didn't one year they play a regular season game after the first playoff game?
Possibly.
They had to finish that out.
Possibly. I mean, I guess we'll
I don't
see.
know.
I mean, like, they should, like, I think they're like hoping they can get tonight's game in, and then, like, the Diamondbacks lose again. Like, it's tough, but then it's like, who gets the?
Oh, so you need, if the Diamondbacks lose, a lot of this goes out the window.
Not everything.
But some of it, okay.
Some of it does. Like, it potentially could, but then there's still a series to be played this weekend against other teams. The Diamondbacks are playing the Padres, the Mets are playing the Brewers, and the Braves are playing the Royals. The Royals need to win too, because the Tigers are now in the playoffs.
Yeah, crazy. Tigers, 0.2% chance.
They've come out of nowhere. Good for them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Has anything else happened in the world?
Pesto the Penguin.
I did.
It's a copycat league. You get one Q-Dan.
Copycat league.
Moodang's out. Moodang's out.
No, I would
Pesto's
say
in.
I would sell it. I sold high on Moodang when the Bills tweeted out their victory graphic
Yeah.
with Moodang. That was it. It's over.
Yeah.
Now, Moodang, he had a great run.
No, but Moodang, I don't know because I don't have Facebook, but I have the olds on Facebook got into Moodang yet because it might be a little resurgence.
They may have their own Moodang. You know what I mean?
But this penguin's like 18 times bigger than its parents. It's like a 50-pound penguin.
And where
baby.
is the penguin?
It's Iowa's biggest baby.
That's trans.
It's Iowa?
No, I'm saying it's like Iowa's biggest baby.
Oh, nice one. That was a good show. I thought they had the penguin. I was like, that's sad.
No, I think it's in Australia, Melbourne.
Yeah,
How are
is it-
penguins doing these days in terms of like being extinct and whatnot? I heard that's one of those things they told us as kids, that the polar bears were going extinct and
the
that
rainforest is
the
all I heard
rainforest
about.
was going away,
Well,
and
yeah,
then also the penguins were going away.
I don't think
and
they ever
they
said
all
anything-
still exist.
No, I don't
What's
think-
that tell you?
I don't think they ever-
What does that mean?
I don't think they ever said anything about the penguins, and like there's like lower.
Oh, they do.
No, because there's so many of them. They filmed that.
Billy
that
is
Billy. They
Why is
filmed
he
that.
extinct?
Well, they filmed
of
the
emperor penguin.
what is it? The
colonies are projected
Morgan
to be
Freeman movie,
quasi-extinct.
March of the Penguins, and then the
That's
penguins-
why they did it though, because they
were
at the
going
end of that
extinct.
movie they were saying if people don't change their way of living, these animals will be extinct by this year.
All right, well,
But I think there's also like satellite images of the rainforest where it's just like shrunken.
hold on.
Like,
This says up to 80% will be extinct by 2100 if we don't stop with greenhouse gases. Billy?
Quasi extinct.
Also,
what's
that-
greenhouse?
does that just mean endangered?
It's like
Quasi.
What's that mean? Billy,
Can we show the panda attack video I
No.
tried to blog that
No.
you wouldn't let me
it's
blog?
up, you idiot.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah, that's the rundown. Billy, take us home with something.
Just watch this panda attack video. Have you ever seen a panda?
Well, we don't have the rights to it, so just.
I've seen pandas like reach through the bars and like grab
That's the
people
rundown.
at zoos, you know, like when
Pandas are vicious.
they're standing too close and they just.
I'm having some issues with UPS.
No,
I
I did too. I got shoes delivered to the office. Like one shoe showed up.
oh my God, this panda attack's
this panda-
crazy.
Look at
Oh,
this.
this is- I don't-
This is insane.
Well, they're just playing. No, they're not playing.
So the thing is, they put these pandas on steroids because they won't fuck because they were going extinct. So they shot them all up with steroids.
IT, they gotta get their
And now
teeth.
the pandas are attacking people.
Because
they're
their
why is this-
hormones are all fucked
they're
up.
like a juiced up like.
Why is the
freaking-
zookeeper just like in there with no protection?
Well, there's,
Pandas, they don't do anything.
She should have like shot a guillotine there. She had a perfect shot
Yeah,
to like
out of all the like.
take the back at least.
Yeah, she's fine though.
That's good.
It's away. But like, so these pandas were like terrible at sex. So they got their numbers back. Like the pandas are no longer at the edge of extinction. Like there was at one point 200 left. There's now like 10,000 or something. But it's
Funny how
from
that works.
shooting them up with steroids, and now they're attacking zookeepers.
Maybe we shouldn't mess with nature.
Yeah.
Or mess with it more.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I guess who knows? I don't have the
Audio
answers.
crack.
Thank you.
Episodes every Tuesday.
We can't show the video.
Okay, but he was describing it.
He's describing it in graphic detail, so it's perfect.